Okay, so this is going to be a two-part video. The first part is going to be dealing with the issues that we've had with the Creighton wing mount. Every time Hotrod takes it out, he tends to rip it apart. And I mean rip it apart. We've had to replace the bulkhead a few times, and I saw a picture of this modification. I wasn't sure how the person did it, so I put together some parts. Hopefully it holds up. We'll keep it posted as to whether or not it's worth the effort. As for part 2, well, let's just say the Xmaxx goes for a swim.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of them. These don't balloons right now. Fuck no. You only got one wheel steering again.
I have those ball ends at home.
I would just leave them loose, dude.
Think so?
I've never replaced them on the X or the Outcast. I kind of like the fact that they pop off, because if they don't...
Do you hear all the sand in my phone?
If these don't break, pop off. Oh, you fucking flipped it. That's what Talbot did on his fucking Outcast. Or his Notorious.
Oh my god, how?
I don't know. I've seen it happen. Huh?
Where's the ravine?
It's all the way on the other side. We gotta go to the other.
Drive to it?
Yeah.
Pink power.
The power of Pepto. Yeah. You got Sparko, he's dangerous. Busted it again.
Can you fix me, Uncle Richard?
He's like that.
Sparko, you're covered in sand, bro. Bro, I got sand, bro.
I'm gonna see if I can clear this.
Oh, sweet Jesus, we're doing that again?
Since you've implemented that wizardry on the rear end of it. See that, folks? Save your wing mount.
Oh, trying to keep my hands steady. I can't even see the screen.
Save your wing mount, folks.
The wing mount is still on it, though.
You see that cartwheel?
Now we can get a real good look at that wing mount.
Wing mount is still in one piece, unbroken.
The last time the Creighton took a tumble like that, we ended up having to replace the shock tower. It held up pretty damn well. So here are the parts that I used. I'm not going to tell you how I put it together, but I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. It's not too complicated. Anyway, good luck. I hope this helps, and enjoy part 2.
Where's the ravine?
Huh?
Where's the ravine?
It's all the way on the other side. We gotta go to the other.
Drive to it?
Yeah. I shot all this drone footage a few days before we attempted this jump, and there was no water in this little ravine here. I really just wanted to get an aerial view of how far this jump really is. I think it's about 80 feet. The elevation on the green area here is about 3 to 4 feet higher than it is on the bigger area, so I didn't want to put the ramps on the other side. And I also didn't account for all the rain that we got the day before, so this thing was full of water and you couldn't see it because the overgrowth, all the grass and everything, hides it really well. You don't realize how deep that water is in there, but we certainly found out. I'm just going to let the hilarity pretty much go on its own here, and I'll explain what happened at the end.
Oh shit! It's full of water! Yes! Oh shit! Rich, help! Help! Yeah! No, don't get. No, your shoes! Your shoes! No. I'm gonna lose my shoes. Here. It hit the shit that's on top of the water and just kind of like. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
A few videos ago I said you always have to keep an eye on Hotrod. Just look at that grin. It was an accident, I swear. Just look at those pants and shoes. He just sloshed around for the rest of the day. It was fantastic.
Uh-oh. What? He's doing goofy shit.
I'll get out.
No, you're cool.
It's not even that wet.
Yeah, what happened? You saw what happened, right?
What?
Let's take a closer look to see just exactly how that happened. So coming up to the ramp there, you can see it's pretty bumpy, and that was like a trial run, just trying to get my line. And I also wanted to see where the point of no return was, and it was kind of funny sending Piper through the thorn bushes here to fetch the Xmaxx. So like I said earlier, I didn't want to put the ramps on the other side because they just didn't have enough of a launch angle. And I didn't want to break the Xmaxx by landing on this berm here. You can see it. It's pretty solid. But what I didn't account for was, you see that hump there. You'll see it again coming up here in just a second.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I never actually hit the ramp with anything other than the rear tires while the Xmaxx was already flying through the air. But the fact that it made it that far on a screw up like that, I knew it would make it across this thing. I'm just going to have to come up with a better ramp design to be able to launch it from the other side because trying to launch it from the side I just tried is just too bumpy. It's just never going to happen. I was actually surprised that I was able to center it up with the ramps that were there, especially at the speed that I was going. I mean, it was almost full throttle. I guess those mods and upgrades that I did to it have paid off. I was really upset when I got back home and I realized that somehow I turned the GoPro off when Piper handed it to me. I don't know how I did it. I think it was just because I grabbed it in my hand and I hit the button. It kind of sucked. It's funny, while we were setting up the ramps and everything, this guy over in this pickup truck there was flying his Phantom, and he actually got all this aerial footage for us, which was pretty awesome. You can actually see just how fast I was sending the poor Trashmax. There was no arc to this jump, just straight down. You know, Piper's reaction, I thought it was sitting in like 3 feet of water, completely submerged. By the time I got over there, I saw it was sitting on the grass. Luckily, it didn't sink. I was just going to walk around to the other side, you know, grab it from there. And when he jumped in, and you can hear it in the video, I'm like, what the F are you doing? You crazy. It was hilarious. Neither one of us realized how deep the water was. And it wasn't even just the water. I mean, the mud. His feet started sinking in. The suction of the mud was like ripping his shoes off. That's why I had to go grab his cell phone, his vape, and his wallet. Oh man, that was good times. This is non-stop laugh riot. I thought I was gonna have to pull him out of there. The GoPro footage, you can hear him yelling about my shoes. The day before, I was out in the rain, and my shoes got ruined. I mean, they were just completely waterlogged, and I went out and got these shoes 12 hours before this, basically, so they were like brand new, and I'm like right at the edge of the swamp here. You can actually see him trying to get out, trying to keep his feet in his shoes. Oh man, it's bringing tears to my eyes now. I can hardly even do this commentary. I can honestly say that playing with RC trucks, I've never laughed so hard in my life than I did when all this stuff went down. I mean, it's still making me laugh. I'm gotta go. I hope you enjoyed it.